It's dusty too. All right. Welcome to the Broken Vinyl Podcast, where we like to focus on every layer in peace. I am Jason, the host, and with me is my co-host for temporary uses,
Jermiah Zuniga. They call me Miah, a.k.a. Zuniga.
Hell yeah.
That's my boy. You know what I mean? Out here doing big things.
That's my little cousin for you guys. It's been a long time since we've actually hung out. I mean,
Last time we hung out was like a couple months, start of summer.
a couple months ago because it was the start of the summer.
Yeah, like 2 months ago.
Fuck, it's really been that long. So
yeah.
I'd say, well, our topic for today is morely just going to be catching up, and you fuckers get to listen.
Yes,
So,
sir.
whether you like it or not, you'll get entertained. We'll get some entertaining stuff.
Oh, yeah. Lots happened in 2 months. Lots.
So let's get into it.
So I'll start off with like, I've been going through a lot lately. So like during my junior year, it was pretty hard. It was pretty rough for me this year. Pretty tough. I was going through like doing dumb stuff, just not listening, just being dumb, just not looking at my future. So this summer, I was trying to make a change. I talked to you about this, not talking about making a change.
Yeah.
So me and my parents, I started getting along way better. I stopped smoking. I've been sober since summer started. So I've been doing pretty well. I haven't been partying. I've just been working out, working on myself. I was in a relationship lately. We talked about this too. We ended up breaking up. Not gonna say who, not gonna say why, but yeah. I mean, I think it's good for me because I think that's another will where makes me want to feel stronger. I want to get stronger now again. I want to be better for myself.
Be stronger on your own.
Yeah, on my own. So I'm working on myself lately. just grinding for football. Football season's coming up for me. So my last year, senior year, it's gonna be pretty crazy.
How are you feeling about that? Ooh, like you're real. Like there was times where, because you got to note, when I was a senior in high school, he was a freshman, and at the time, we spent most of our year together.
Yeah, most of the year.
Because we did most of the sports together, except one.
We've seen each other a lot most of the time.
That too, but due to
COVID.
Yeah, due to that stupid thing, we ended up losing track season together, which honestly I already knew was gonna be one of the highlights for me personally, because it gave me the opportunity to train you, because you wanted me to train you.
Yeah, I was actually looking forward to track a lot. I wanted to get faster. That
hurt a lot. That actually added a lot of inner pain to me, where it's like, it's still to this day rough to think about, or even
like, being honest, like I didn't think we were gonna be out of school for 2 months. They said like 2 weeks. They said 2 weeks. We're like, okay, bet it's 2 weeks break. Like, bet that.
None of us, nobody knew what was gonna happen.
It went from a month, 2 months, to a year and a half, almost 2 years.
My God, that's crazy.
Like, bro, it took away my whole sophomore year. Like I couldn't even win. Like I'm a 2-timer. Took away my 3-time. Sophomore, like that sucks. I was going for 4-time.
Let's not even coming out of cockiness, out of confidence. 4-timer.
Yeah, being confident. There was no one gonna stop me. No one. At least at 1A, for sure. Not one at 1A. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best in Washington. I'm probably the second best. There's one kid I can say that's better than me, but other than that,
You're that guy.
I'm that guy right now.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy.
And
Coming to my senior year, ain't no one stopping me. Ain't no one touching me.
We're all excited for you. The whole family is.
Senior year's gonna be crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty nervous. I'm pretty I'm hyped up though. Like I'm becoming a new person, becoming a better person of myself. Like more mature, more better in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of happy for the senior year. I'm trying to become a leader. Trying to make it out. So people can look at me like, damn, I want to be like him. Like these freshmen coming up. My little brother, he was disappointed in me, that kind of hurt, that's what made me, want to go more, justice, he was disappointed in me, getting caught up and stuff like that, so, that makes me want to push even more, and, be better myself, and just push, push, get that grit, that's a good word, grit, you gotta have a grit, you gotta have that toughness, you want something, you gotta grab it, you gotta take it yourself, you can't it's not gonna be handed to you.
Exactly.
So my parents told me that, so I gotta just work, so coming in, I'm actually really excited this year, my goal is just to be a better person. That's my goal this year.
That's the solid goal too.
Just be a better person in general, just work on myself and not worry about anyone else but my family and myself, just work on myself, I'm not worried about girls no more. These girls, they come around, they all come around. Everyone, there's girls everywhere.
They come and go.
But what I'm really excited for is college. I can't wait to go to college, but saying that too early, but high school's gonna be crazy. Senior year, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty scared. I say I'm not scared, but I'm scared. You know, because
Everyone's scared.
You know, because going to college. I want to say I want to go to college, but I'm leaving my family. Like I've been there for 18 years with my family. I've been there for 18 years. That's a long time. That's almost a 25% of my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like now I'm moving out. I'm gonna be moving out. I'll be gone for 4 years. Yeah, I'm gonna visit people. I'm gonna visit you guys, but like I'm gonna be gone by myself.
Yeah.
That's when I become an adult. That's when I become a man. You know, like this. I hate when people say 18-year-olds, you're an adult already. You're not an adult. You're a kid still. 18 years old, you're not an adult. I don't care what anyone says. They consider it as an adult. It's not an adult.
Legally, I guess.
Legally, people say, "Oh, you're an
are.
adult." No, I think that's when you go to college. After high school, a couple years, that's when you start building yourself to become the man you're gonna be for the rest of your life. And and being like a general person, you're a person I look up to because you're like a genuine person. You're a nice guy. You're just a person that is just you want to be. You know, you want like I look up to you a lot. Like you're a guy. Like I'm just like I want to be like him. I want to be like just like him. Like he's a nice person. He's genuine. Like you know, how many times my mom tells me like, "Why can't you be like Jason?" I'm like, I wish I could be like him. Like you don't think I tried? Like he's a great kid. You know, like and I look up to you like a lot. I never tell you this either. Like, but you're a person I look up to a lot. Like you're just a good person in general. Like no matter where you're at, no matter how you're doing, how you have yourself and like how you're doing, you care about other people no matter what. You care about other people even though you're going through struggles, you'll be caring about them too.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll put yourself first and then you'll put them next. But you'll care about them no matter what, no matter where you're going.
Yeah. I mean, I need to stop doing that. As of recently, what's been going on with me is I've been learning more about myself in that area of myself where it's like I put myself second to everybody that I care about because it makes me feel, it gives me happiness. It gives that feeling of I'm doing what I want or doing what I've wanted to do with my life, which is give
without someone telling you what to do. You want to
exactly while still learning myself.
And I think that's a big thing. You know, like people say, I want to make money. I want to make money. You know, yeah, make money. That's a lot of thing. But think about it like this. Do you want to have a job you love? You're not gonna make a lot of money. Say that you're not gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you have a job you love and you'll do it for the rest of your life. Or you want a job that you're gonna make money and good money, but you hate for the rest of your life. Do you want a job like that?
Exactly.
I'd rather have a job that I love.
Exactly.
And I don't care about the money. I care about making myself happy.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm happy, that's the biggest part.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's happy, you know? Like
exactly.
So I rather, that's what I think a lot of people mess up on too. When growing up, they think about just money.
Mm-hmm.
Kids think it's just about money. Nah, make yourself happy. Do what you want to do. Like you work at Walmart, for instance. Look what you're doing right now. That's
it's more of a side hustle for
you
now,
know?
But yeah, I get exactly what you're
like
saying.
You're still doing it. You're still doing it, even though you're not the biggest yet. But you're doing something. You're making moves. You're making progress.
Yeah,
like that's big. Like there's not a lot of people that do that. You know, people just like, well, I'm gonna work here. I'm gonna do like I'm not gonna say names, but I have a friend. He went from business to business to business, shoe business, clothing business.
Yeah,
like he just moving. Like I want to be a person like that. I want to be a person more. I know what I want to do and I want to do it. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Have my mindset to it. Like you said, you have something your mindset to. You're gonna do it. You're going balls deep into that. You're going hammer into that. You know, like that's what you want to do in life. Like, you know, like you gotta go hammer. You're gonna put something in your mind. You gotta do it. You can't just wait around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna do this. Actually I don't want to do this. You know, you gotta have your grit. No matter what. You know, grit's. I'm gonna say this word a lot. Grit is the main thing in anything you do in life.
Word of the day.
Grit. You gotta have grit. No matter what you're at, what you're doing for a job, even your job sucks. Be the best at your job, no matter where you're at.
Exactly.
Be the best, no matter what job you're at. McDonald's, flipping burgers. Do that job the best you can. I don't care what you're doing. Do the job the best you can. Grit is the biggest word. That's all I'm gonna say. Grit is a big word. My mom told me that word. Grit is crazy. Comes in, helps you a lot.
It does. It
pushes you.
Going back to what I was talking about, from what I've been learning is that, like how you said that you look up to me from the point of like I'm such a nice guy. I always put people. I'm always there for people, no matter what the cause. Like, and I'm not saying I'm not gonna be that way. I'm still that way, but I've learned to find a balance in it because I was such an imbalance of putting everyone first
before yourself,
before my own self, and that caused a fucking seesaw of me just putting everyone on top and then me falling straight to the bottom. And I didn't realize it until I ended up feeling like start noticing these little things I would feel about myself.
A little bit.
Yeah, I started losing
A
myself.
little bit, like
I would feel less motivated. There was a time where I stopped working out for like months.
you lost the grit.
Exactly. I kind of lost my motivation. I would overthink so much about, okay, I got to work on the podcast, but I also got to work on my music.
And
that
our
I'm
generation
doing.
messes up a lot.
Yes.
Is we try to balance so much stuff at one time,
Mm-hmm.
where I think we need to learn how to balance things one by one by one.
Exactly.
Schedules, like you gotta, like people say, like
time management.
Time management is a big part.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest part. One thing you can't get back is time.
Mm-hmm.
Time management is a big part in your life. No matter what age you're from, time management will help you through life. No matter what you're doing, I think that's a big thing in life. Is time management.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
I had to, sadly, I had to learn all this the hard way because that's how I am sometimes. I can be picky, or not picky, but just stupid towards even what I tell myself. Like, I don't take people's words to the heart until I feel it later on, if that makes any sense.
You're like, until you see it, you gotta be like, not. I know what you mean. Like you, like someone tells you something, like, all right, until it happens,
Mm-hmm.
until it happens to you, and you're like, oh damn.
It's like I already know it.
Like,
But then you start to learn that there's more to it. There's little things about it that you got to figure out that can cause other things in yourself that branch out into into things that could be either good or bad for yourself, depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
If you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So the main thing I focused on was putting myself first and seeing what that was like, and it was almost like an experiment. I started experimenting on myself on
Mm-hmm.
little things, on like certain schedules. I would start experimenting on them. Like one weekend I'll focus on my music. One weekend I'll focus on the podcast. And so far it's been doing great things for me. I've finally found time for myself, and physically I've finally found time to go back into the gym and start working out again. And it's a different feeling now. It doesn't feel like I'm forcing myself to get back into shape. I'm not liking how I look. It's more like I'm doing it because it's better for me, and in a way it's better for the people around me.
Hey, let me say something. Working out, you don't have to be the skinniest person, not to be the biggest person working out. I think it can help a lot of people just to work out, it's something where you can do it by yourself, and you can just work out. Like, there's no one telling you anything, but you're by yourself. Mm-hmm. And you're with yourself, like, you don't gotta work out just to be, I want to be the biggest guy ever. No, you can just work out to work out. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You don't have to, like, oh, I'm gonna go, like, there's no ego, just work out. Like, if I see someone working out, they're working out. Like, I think working out is like a big thing in like our generation, like it's all over everywhere. Like, everyone's a bodybuilder now, everyone wants to be a bodybuilder,
Yeah.
But like, working out, I think it's like how do I say this, like for us, like wrestling, it's like my getaway. I think working out can be a getaway for people, a lot of people, like, I think it's a big part in someone's life, like that could work out for anyone. Like, working out, I think it's just like you can do it without someone telling you what to do,
Exactly.
You can do it by yourself.
That's what I do. Actually, I prefer by myself. Luckily, I have that luxury of having my own kind of gym where I can just focus on myself and not work out with anybody else, and have all the equipment to myself, all the music choices to myself, and it's just me and my thoughts. Honestly, it's just me versus myself in there. That's all it is, and that's the best thing I could ever ask for, to be honest, because I guess it could be a good thing to work out with others, because you get a distraction with you of having like a partner with you, so you have a good time. But I'd rather have that warfare of going against myself.
Yourself, yep. I like the way you put that. I like the way you put that. A warfare against yourself. I like that.
Because then you start to really push on the little things that tell you that you can't do it. Because there's been plenty of times where I'm like, okay, I'm done after this set. But then I keep going back. I'll keep coming back, and I'll do one more set. I'll do one more pull. I'll do one more push. It's every time it comes back.
And that's grit.
That's the recipe.
That's just something that you want. Like, you're telling yourself, sometimes your mind tells you different. Sometimes your mind tells you like, no, you can't do it. You can't do it. Like you're done. But then your body pushes. So, like you ever heard the song "My Body's Telling Me No"? Like, that song, like
Okay, we're getting that's out of context.
Like,
that's a completely different type of song, though.
I know, but like, you know what I mean. Like it's like your mind tells like, "Mom, I don't lie." Like sometimes
my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes.
Like when I'm like smoking it. And for instance, like I've had struggles to like don't get me wrong, like I want to smoke, like, but I push myself. Like you got to think about the future. You can't think about right now sometimes. Right now you're in the moment right now, but you got to think about your future sometimes. Like I think about my future. Like damn, like if I smoke this right now, how's that gonna benefit me? How's it gonna benefit me? There's no benefit. There's no benefits for me.
Yeah.
So why would I do to myself? My mom tells me like my mind tells me like it's okay. Like it just won. And I think that's what happens for a lot of people, not just for smoking, for anything. Like, oh, bro, just go out one more time. You'll be fine. Just go to a party one more time. Like you'll be fine. Or go hang out with this girl one more time. Like it just that one time can ruin a lot.
Yeah.
In the future, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's a big part for us. Like that's a big part in our generation that we say one more time. Our mind tells us one more time, but we got to learn how to tell ourselves no. Our own self. So I think working now, like just giving yourself time by yourself, I think it helps you think a lot more about stuff. Like more about your life, where you're going, how you're doing. Like you talk to yourself. Like I talk to myself all the time.
So do I.
Like all the time. People think. I think it's weird sometimes, but I'm like I have conversations with myself.
I've grown accustomed to it, where it's like I don't care. Like if you.
Like I really don't care. Like
if you catch me talking to me, you can join in if you want to.
Like I literally talk to myself. Like I literally have conversations to myself. Like and I'll even laugh sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
And they'll be like, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, "Oh, I was just talking to myself." Like I just talk to myself. Like and sometimes I'm like, "Damn, it's like a different person. Like it's like a person's inside of me, like talking to me." It's weird. It's weird. It's a weird concept. Like
we just talk to our other emotions.
Like
basically talking to our emotions.
Straight up like that. I'm like, damn, that's deep. That's deep, bro. I didn't think about it like that. That's deep.
That's what it is, though, because it's not like you're talking to another personality. It's not like there's another person in you. It's just your emotions telling you, trying to feed you to be safe. Because in the end, that's what your body wants for you, is the best for you and the safest thing for you. It doesn't want to risk anything to the point where it gets overprotective, and it'll just warn you on these things. Well, it'll tell you not to do these things, when really it's just all in your head. It's all almost recommendations, not really demands. You got to look at it as a recommendation to be like, okay, maybe take it easy on this rep. Okay, maybe let's actually do this later on. But no, like sometimes you just got to tell yourself no, that the time is now. You can't really waste time. Don't waste time.
Like time you can't get it back. Like I said, you can't get it back.
You can't get time back.
You can't get time back. That's something you can never get back unless you make a time machine. Like shit,
that's one thing I've been having. That's the main conversation I've been having with myself. Along with focusing on myself, is time is just limited. It's so limited.
But it's the key to life too. At the same time, like time is the key to life. Like if you can control time, if you can how can I say, not control time, but like how can I say this in the words like maintain, like not maintain, like how you like a pet, like train a pet. If you can train with time and be time, like learn to be better with time, I think your life will be way easier. Like, bro, I have struggles with time, like I have to work out to figure out now, like school starting. Now I have to figure out a schedule to work to a lift now, because I have to wrestle still. I have football now, so I'm be doing 3 days. So now I have to figure out a time schedule. I have to be working, it's a lot, for like an 18-year-old. But as you progress, you learn in life. That's what you have to do. You think you're gonna make time because you have work? I can't go work out. No, you can't tell yourself that. Because I just got off work. I'm not gonna go work out. No, go work out, or wake up at 5 a.m. before you go to work and go work out.
Like the best part about that is when you get into this constant argument with yourself every day, you start to hear it less. But that's because your body gets accustomed to it, and then it becomes
you get used to
a healthy habit,
and you're used to it. Yeah,
and then that's when you start developing healthy habits with yourself.
If you're doing something for 2 weeks straight, you're saying a word for 2 weeks straight. What is your mind? Your mind remembers that word no matter what.
Exactly.
Or you're doing 20 push-ups a week. Your body's gonna get so used to it, like, oh, 20 push-ups is easy, and then you start doing 40, then you start doing 60, and it just gathers up, adds up. That's what our body is like what's the word? Like if you do something so much, your body's gonna get used to it right away.
Muscle memory.
Yep. Like in wrestling, We do so much shots. We do so much single legs. Our bodies like memorize them. So
Yeah.
when we're in a situation, boom, we can just do it.
Yeah.
It's we don't even think. So that's I think we gotta get our body used to is like waking up 5 in the morning. Our body would just wake up.
Yeah, your body eventually gets used
You
to
get
the
used to
same
like,
sleep
5,
schedule.
all right, I'll wake up, boom. Because think about it. Back in the days, you think people had alarm clocks? Think about it. They had to get used to waking up at 5 in the morning.
Mhm.
That's what I've thought of. Like, you think people had alarm clocks back in the day? No, they wake themselves up. Like way back in the day,
That's kind of true.
they wake themselves up. That's muscle. I think we got so used to technology and all this stuff that we take away a lot from our bodies and like, and life in general. Like, bro, it's crazy. Like,
There's a lot of things we don't think about because of the amount of luxury that we have just
the
coming from
amount
the phone
like
alone.
like alarm like yeah our phone our alarm like we have alarm clocks on this like this phone is like it's high tech like we have so much stuff on this a calculator we have everything
And we've never really like
and you really don't think about it like oh it's
Yeah,
like it's
exactly.
all right like it's like damn I have it you know like but no it's back in the day you think you had this oh you be the guy with
Mhm.
oh you be
I
the king.
I can't. Oh my god! I'll never forget how much as a kid I wanted an iPod Touch. That
Bro,
was the shit.
I love listening to Eminem. I had an iPod. Eminem was my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
All day. I watch all his videos.
That was the shit.
That was the main thing.
That was what we wanted was, or what I wanted was at least my own iPod Touch because it was a custom. It was similar to a phone. It wasn't a phone though at the time. It was
Yeah.
just a thing to play on. It was like a mini tablet basically.
Mm-hmm. But you wanted it. You're like, damn, this is sick. I want that. Like, give me that. Like that. That's sick. I want it. You know, like,
Mhm.
give me it. Yeah, I want it.
And now look at where we are now. We got these to where
These you do anything with. You can do
you can
anything.
do anything
Anything
with
with these. Like this is like it's crazy how you can do like these phones. They're so high. Like it's just man. Like what's gonna ruin our world is technology. Straight up.
You're not wrong.
Straight up.
You are not wrong.
It's either half and half. It's 50. That's what how I see it. It's 50-50. We can either make technology better for us or it's going to bring us down. It's 50-50. It's up in the air. Like, these guys, like, our brains, bro, we're smart. Everyone's smart. I think everyone's smart. Our brains just work differently. People just think differently, you know?
You're not wrong on that.
You know? Like, I just think, like, everyone's smart. I think we're all born the same. We're all born until we're out, you know? And then we start thinking different. It's who we're around.
Yeah.
It's like you said, muscle memory. If you see people doing dumb stuff, like your parents, like you're gonna feed off that. You feed off that.
Mm-hmm.
They say when you're 1 to 5 years old, you feed off stuff you learn. So when you're 5, that's what you say. That's what you talk. You learn off that. You feed off that. Your mind's telling you. Like, do you even know anything from when you're 1 to 5 years old? Do you remember anything?
Fuck no. Of course not.
Right? But your mind does.
Exactly.
That's crazy, right? You don't remember it, but your mind does. Your brain does.
What is your earliest memory?
My earliest memory, I'm gonna be straight up. I can't even tell you that because I don't remember. I don't.
You don't.
Only thing I remember is straight up. Only thing I really remember is living in Sunnyside and me peeing my pants.
That's your earliest memory?
Like me, like when I was young, and you know, grandma's bedroom.
Yeah.
And the grandma and grandpa used to sleep in the bedroom. My room was on the left. Their room's on the right. Bro, I literally woke up, pulled my private part out, and pissed. I could have went to the bathroom. The bathroom's like, you know, what grandma's room has the bathroom right there.
Are you kidding me?
I literally just stood there like this, and I was like, you know what? I don't even give a fuck. You know, I'm just gonna pee. I just pissed. I was like 4 or 5 years old. That's what I remember. I was like young. I was a youngin'. I was like, no, I'm too scared to get up. But the bathroom's right there. But straight up, oh yeah, pee. I literally pulled it out like that, and just like that, I just peeing myself, bro. Like I just whipped it out. I was like, I don't know why I did that. Like, I still remember that to the day. And my grandma woke up. What are you doing? I just looked at her. I peed myself.
I did not expect that out of you. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I used to pee myself. What's your earliest memory though?
Fuck. Okay. I do remember. I had 2 little ones. One of them was apparently from this old apartment. One of the first apartments that we lived in as a family with me and my dad. I don't think Anissa was around at the time. I don't remember. I can't quite recall. I believe it was in Zilla still.
Damn.
But I can't tell. I'm not supposed to say exactly where because I don't want people tracking us. But anyways.
Yeah, I live on 9 Interlane.
Shut the fuck up. We live in Oklahoma. Somewhere in Alaska.
Wait,
Good
you
luck
went from-
finding me.
You went from Oklahoma to Alaska.
somewhere in that area.
Yeah, I live in Asia.
I'd believe not know if he said that, not you.
That's racist. We told me
No,
he was
it's not.
adopted. He always told me he was adopted.
At least now he's accepted it.
At least he
Now he finds that as humor.
No, now he tells Journey she's adopted.
Oh, that's funny.
And she believes it sometimes. She's like, Mom and Dad, am I adopted? They don't know, Journey. You look like me. She's oh, now just tell me I'm adopted. So I wanted to ask.
He's just jealous because we did it to him.
bad. We were bad with him. Like, bro, you got delivered in a package, bro. We went to war with your country and.
Going back to it. Anyways, this was in this one of our first apartments. I remember going outside, and I guess at the time one of the first Fantastic Four movies came out.
Oh damn, that's
You remember that one with Chris
Oh, yeah,
Evans?
come on.
Chris Evans as Johnny Blaze.
with
and,
the Silver Surfer.
no, that was the second one. I'm
The
talking about the
second-
first one.
first
the
one?
very first one when it first came out on DVD, I guess. At the time, obviously, I couldn't really speak that well. Especially with a word like fantastic.
Fantastic.
I don't remember how old I was. And I remember Art constantly bothering my dad. I followed him all the way outside, if I'm correct. I followed him all the way outside. And I kept telling him, I want Tasty 4. I want Tasty 4. Dad, let's go get Tasty 4.
Laffy Taffy. That's where I was.
Tasty, like, because I can't say fantastic, apparently. It's too hard for me. I still struggle. Not really. But that one, and you remember where Grandma and Grandpa used to live,
Yeah.
right in the center across from Les Schwab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pool, by the
Because
swimming pool.
that, right in front of their house, there was a couple of apartment complexes,
Yep.
small ones. And then we had the one in the end, I think, if I
Yeah, we had
remember
one.
correctly.
It was like in the middle. So there's one house right here, and then there's the one in the middle. That's us, and then there was one on the side.
Yeah. Well, I remember another one of my earliest memories. I'm pretty sure the Fantastic Four one was the earliest. I could be wrong, but this one was another early one where it's like I remember constantly almost every day I would run over to Grandma and Grandpa's and sleep over there. It came to the point where
No, you're right because I do remember. I used to live there. I used to
Yeah.
live there with my parents.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a baby.
that was the place for us, and we lived there for a while. I remember I would always go over to their place and I would sleep over because I
Mhm.
just loved being around my grandma and grandpa.
Mhm.
So much to the point where I got my own room. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
I remember I got my own room and it was like Spider-Man decked out. I even had a Spider-Man like bed, or it was like one of those things that covers the bed.
Bro,
And
you
it
used
was
to
like,
come. You used to come when we used to live in Sunshine. You used to come over all the time. Remember
that was later
we
on.
we remember we used to play Sonic. That Sonic game. I don't know. You better remember this. You better remember.
It was
this,
something.
dude. Yes, I know.
Fuck, I gotta look this up. Sonic.
It was the like.
It was on the Wii, right?
Yeah, it was on the Wii. We used to play, bro. We used to go crazy. Oh, that game was so fun. We used to go crazy. That game was crazy.
That game was
crazy.
fun. We never finished it
Oh, never.
because we sucked at video games, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, Spider-Man. The Spider-Man game was crazy too.
Secret of Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That one. Yep.
That's
that
the one.
Mhm.
Oh, nostalgia. The nostalgia. Wow, that's crazy. I forgot.
I remember that. So, cause I remember we had a big old window. Remember that big ass window right when you went to our
Right in
house,
front of the living room.
Right in front of the
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
So I remember always seeing you come out of the black. Remember that black car with the big old rims? They still had the car. It's at the Larry's.
Yeah. I know which
Okay,
one.
you always got that out of the car because grandma used to go pick you up.
Or I would get dropped off.
Or you
yes.
get dropped
Uh-huh.
off. I always see him. Oh yeah, it's game time, baby.
Dude, we used to hang out all the time. I remember that it was a point of like every weekend.
Oh,
you
every
would
either
either come over or I would come over. It'd
Every
mainly
day.
be me coming over, but
every
yeah,
I was
weekend.
kind of scared. So
Huh?
I was kind of scared.
Oh,
That's not tell the
do you
story.
want to bring up that story? your first.
My first ever sleepover. I went to Jason's house. It was
This was back when we lived in Zilla and you lived in Sunnyside.
It was 3 a.m. and I woke up his mom, told her I had a rash in my ass.
You did not tell her that. I don't believe you.
Bro, I really did. I told her that. No, I swear, but I really did. Okay, you caught me lacking. I really didn't have a rash in my ass, but I told her that because I was crying. I was dead ass scared. I wanted to go home. I want my mom. It was 3 a.m. Telling you, 3 a.m. My mom came, picked me up, pissed off to the max.
Oh, she was so
Oh,
mad.
she was so pissed. So she was like, "Oh, I remember when I got home. Fuck, I was probably dead." Oh, bro, I tell it. Yeah, but true story. I did not have a rash in my ass. I was just scared.
At least you let it out in the open. How do you
Yeah.
feel?
That rash in my ass still hurt.
Oh, that is so
But
funny.
But at least we had fun though until 3 in the morning hit.
No, we didn't. We slept at like 9 o'clock because mom and dad wouldn't let us.
Oh yeah, shoot. Hey, all I remember is me playing Minecraft and telling Deacon off.
That I want to say that was later on.
That was later on
in
because
life.
I used to start.
Shout out to Deacon. You're the bro. I love you.
Hashtag Zello. I still remember him. That's crazy. I still remember talking shit to him. I really do. Like I remember everything.
I remember that.
I remember everything.
that.
I remember sitting down in your chair, looking at your little TV, talking
Trash-ass TV.
mad crap to him. He was bad, and he was good in Minecraft. He was real good. I was trash.
I forgot what we were doing.
I don't know. You were playing with him.
It's not a competitive game
Yeah.
either, so I'm trying to remember what you were talking shit about.
And you were playing with him, and then like you hopped off because you had to go do something. And I hopped in, and I was like, and you weren't even doing anything. You guys had like a big ass world. I remember this. You guys had like you guys had like sculptures of everything. You guys had like people. Like you guys built people. Like
I do remember that.
Yeah, like you guys had a badass world. Like it was sick. Like you guys like had a badass like it was like Mario. Like all that. You guys had everything. Like badass.
Mario. Interesting.
I talk shit. I'd be like, nah, your thing sucks. You're trash. I can build one better than you. I was talking Minecraft to him. But yeah, back to he was good though. But I was talking Minecraft. Till this day, I've never seen Deacon before.
Yeah, you have.
No, I swear I haven't. I swear.
He's been to my birthday parties, and you've been.
Oh, okay. I probably didn't meet him. I probably forgot how
You've
we
met
looked like.
Deacon.
Yeah, I probably have.
I know you've met Deacon.
I remember your 13th birthday. Your mom cried.
Oh,
You're a teenager. That's
'Cause
crazy.
I officially turned a teenager, and then she cried
crazy.
again when I graduated.
That's crazy.
Obviously, though.
That's crazy, right? Like, damn, I still remember that you were 13 years old. Bro, I was a youngin' still, bro.
You were 10.
Look at us now. Bro, I'm gonna be 18 in a month.
I'm gonna be 21 next year. I'm 20, so
That's
yeah.
that's crazy, bro. Like, bro, not to be straight up, life goes by fast, bro.
Time moves, man.
Bro, when people used to tell me, "Oh, freshman year," they'd be like, "Oh, bro, wait, you're gonna be a senior. It's gonna hit you fast."
I hate that that's such a stereotype. I tried so hard to be like, okay, they're right. I'm gonna take note of that and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Then 3 years later, I'm all of a sudden a senior, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you can
Like the time did go by.
yeah, like, bro, like bro, like after COVID hit, bro, it's crazy. Like my
And
junior year, like,
fuck. I just realized it went by faster for you.
yeah, like it was like that. Snap of a finger, like I'm on your line. I still remember being a freshman. That's how fast. Like that's how close it is. Like that's how much I remember it. So like freshman year, I remember everything. Bro, like I remember everything freshman year. Like that was probably my best year ever. Like that, my freshman year was probably my best year ever. Like in high school, like that was like the best year I've ever had in my life. Sophomore year, like it was alright. COVID was still there. Junior year, I went through a lot
Wasn't
of shit.
that more online?
Yeah, I was in California during the time, so it was kind of fun for me.
Yeah.
So I lived in California 6 months. I was online, but you know that was like I wasn't living the high school life. I was just in California living the wrestling life.
Mm-hmm.
And then junior year, I went through a lot of shit. So like, I'm hoping my senior year, you know, it's fun, you know, because my freshman year, that was the best year I ever had like in my life. Like
Your junior year was your worst one?
oh yeah, junior year top for sure, 100% worst one.
God, I couldn't agree more with you on mine too.
Junior, honestly,
Junior year was our worst year.
Stereotype. Junior year is always the worst year for everyone. Freshman year is the hardest year just because you're going into high school. Junior year is your hardest year mentally. Like it's like where you're at like a point where you're like.
Would you really call it a stereotype though, with how
Think
our
about-
situations were, or is it because like everyone gets a certain situation in junior year?
Yeah, I feel like everyone gets a certain situation junior year because like it's when like you're already almost halfway done with high school, and you're like at the point like damn, I'm a junior already. Like you start thinking about it like damn, I'm gonna be a senior soon. Like you start wanting to do fun stuff, and that's when you start doing dumb stuff. Like bro, being honest, bro, I partied hard. Like I was a party animal. Like I was doing the dumbest things you could think of. Like I was just dumb. I was being dumb. Like not thinking about my future. I wasn't thinking about anyone but myself. You know, like I was just wanting to have fun. I think that's what a lot of high schoolers think. Like go have fun. But honestly,
It is true to an extent.
yeah.
You gotta have fun, but also you gotta know your priorities.
You gotta know your priorities and know what you're doing. Like, bro. You can have fun in college, bro.
Mm-hmm.
College.
That's
you
where
know,
the better
yeah,
fun is. Actually.
That's where you have fun. You know, like no one's there to stop you. But also is where you have to learn how to manage your fun. You know, like okay, I can have fun on Saturday, but I got schoolwork on Friday. I can't go party. You know, like I think that's high school. I mean, it's not really like that because you have your parents, you're in school, So you're more like sneaky.
Very true.
You know, like college, you don't gotta be sneaky around that. You can just be like, oh, I'm gonna go have fun today. You know, you become an adult. You know, so I think that's why like this senior year, I'm not really gonna like party because I have all my college years to do that. So this year, I'm really gonna focus on myself.
Smart.
Like I said, I'm gonna
Smart
focus on
move.
myself. Like, bro, I already partied my junior year. Like, honestly, I lived through high school. I've already done most things high schoolers kids have wanted to do. You know, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to go have fun with my friends still, but is that the good decision to make right now? Like, all my friends, not to be messed up. Most are stoners, you know? Like, is that someone I want to be around right now, you know? Not to be dicks, but I got to fix myself first before I can fix anyone else. Straight up.
Do what's best for you.
Yep, you know, like, I can't help someone if I can't even help myself at first, you know? Like you're saying, I had to find to fix myself first before I can even help anyone.
Exactly.
So that's where I'm at a point right now where I'm kind of at your point where I'm fixing myself right now, so I'm trying to get better.
In a way, it makes you when you think about it, you look kind of not dumb, but just almost ignorant, because how can you help people when you can't even help yourself?
It's like the word is hypocrite. You're being a hypocrite.
Hypocrite. There you go. That's
You're
the
being
word.
hypocritical.
How can you help yourself? How can you help these other people when you
And
can't
then
even help yourself?
people say like, oh, you're being selfish. No, I'm not being selfish. Like, me myself, I'm the person that's gonna be with myself forever. I'm gonna be for myself forever. I'm gonna be forever. Like, I'm with me forever. Like, if I can't love myself, I'm gonna hate myself. I'm gonna hate my life. Like, straight up. Like, if you can't love yourself, you're gonna hate your life. That's straight up. Like, you gotta learn to love yourself before you love anyone else.
Exactly.
You know, like when I had a girlfriend, like I genuinely loved her, you know, and she helped me through a lot of stuff. But I think a lot of it, she helped me cheat, you know, cheat myself way into like doing stuff like, oh, I'm doing better, you know,
Take
like,
the easy way out of
take the
things.
easy way out, you know. She was my easy way out because I had someone, you know, to grab. Now, yeah, I got my parents, but I just got myself. I got no one to be like, oh, bro, like I got myself. So I think that's helping me a lot too. Where I'm finding myself like, oh, I don't need anyone else. I just need me, you know. I just need myself. I don't need anyone else. Like, yeah, I text him. I'm like, hey, bro, like but I need myself. That's who you need the most. Like, you need to learn to love yourself. So when you're going through something hard, you don't have anyone. You have yourself, you know. So I think that's a big part. You gotta learn to love yourself. Maybe people might call you selfish, might call you cocky, but at the end of it, what are you doing? You're putting yourself at a higher level than everyone else. So I think you have a right to deserve to be cocky. Don't get me wrong, you have to be humble at some points. But I think everyone's saying being cocky is not a good trait. I think that's a really good trait. Because there's a certain point where you can be cocky, you know? Like, if you're working real hard every day, you deserve to be cocky. Like, you're putting in that work. I mean,
it brings up...
It's a different type of cocky. It's not like the cocky, like...
confidence.
I'm the best, you know?
It's confidence.
Yeah, confidence. You gotta have confidence. If you don't have confidence, it's hard, you know? Like, you gotta have confidence in yourself. In anything you do, you know? Like I said, grit. Like, that confidence and that grit, bro, you can do a lot with that. Just a lot. Like, that's... Those two words, if you use those and you put them to your mind, bro, ain't nobody stopping you, for real. Ain't nobody stopping you. I want to do everything so I don't put myself, like, if I do lose. So if you do lose, you're like, damn, I did everything I could have. Like, I failed. And I think a lot of people say, like, failure is good sometimes. Because you either build off it or you fall.
It really it reveals your character.
Shows your character, you know?
For the longest time, I've been afraid. If I'm being honest, I was always afraid of failure.
Me too.
It's one of my biggest fears is failure of doing anything I want to do, you know? Like, I'm trying to make my parents proud, and I'm afraid that I'll fail them. I'm afraid I'll fail you. You know, I hate the feeling. I hate that feeling.
And you're the oldest, you know, so you got
exactly.
So you got you have to have a stepping stone. So when your sister graduate,
exactly.
You know, now you have to have something to look for. Like, damn, like I want to be like my older brother. You know, like my parents tell me all the time, like, you're the oldest, so you have like a lot on you. Like, you do, though. When you're the oldest, bro.
That's why for me, I'm the oldest in our family, and out of all our siblings, I'm the oldest, and I'm in my head, I'm like, I'm supposed to set this example. I keep telling myself I'm supposed to set the example for everyone. I gotta go to college. I gotta get a degree. I gotta do this. I gotta find a career. But at the end of all that, what came out was me saying,
I did it for all you guys.
I did it for you guys.
I did it for me.
And at the end, I wasn't feeling happy. That's why.
I think a lot of it, people butcher it, but like you gotta like, how do I say it? Be an example. you're a good person. That's a good example for me. Real good. Like, you're a good example. Like, I want to be like Jason. Like, say you didn't go to college. You didn't go graduate like college. But that doesn't make you a bad person. That don't make you any less or worse. Like, that don't do anything.
Exactly.
Like, that's, you're doing what you're doing. Like, right now, like, you're doing a podcast. Like, that's cool. Like, I think that's fucking badass. Like, I think that's bad. Like, that's cool. Like, bro, I wish I could do that. That's sick. Just to talk to myself, you know, this is real cool. You know, like, you're doing something. There's people that are just selling drugs, doing dumb shit, shooting people. Like, you seen the top, and there's people shooting. Like, there's people that are 15-year-olds have guns that are shooting other kids that are 15. Like, we could be out there doing that, but we're in here doing this, and we're
honestly,
and we're working. Like, I think that's a lot. Like, my dad tells me, like, smoking ain't bad. You know, it really ain't. But I don't want you doing that because I hold you to a high standard.
Yeah.
Because you're different. You're not like everyone else. You're a high standard. So no, smoking's not good for you. Smoking's bad for you.
What you said earlier about smoking on why you shouldn't do it. Do you remember what you said? It was because you feel like it does worse for you than.
So for my future, it don't benefit me.
Exactly.
It don't benefit. Like,
if you get caught doing that, then it's it for you and like any possible
it's not beneficial
scholarships or etc.
It's not beneficial for me.
Exactly.
I mean, for some people, like, yeah, they have depression. Like, some people, they need that stuff. You know, like, some people, like, just chill out. Like, smoking's not bad. Smoking is not a bad thing. Like, smoking weed, but, like, hardcore drugs, like, but it can lead to, like, those drugs, you know, like hardcore drugs. Like, damn, like, for instance, bro, I have